Okay. Hey, what's going on, guys? We are on our way to the city because we're getting our engagement pictures done. Woo! And anyway, I thought it would be remiss for me not to comment on the recent crashes in the stock market. For those of you who are investors, I hope that everybody, or the majority of you on my channel, are stock market investors. If you'd like to get started as a stock market investor, you can get a free 30-day trial of my stock market investing class. It's a really good curriculum. You can go to theblackstockmarketprogram.com, theblackstockmarketprogram.com. So anyway, here's what I'm seeing. I've been doing some research on what's going on with the market and what's going on with the coronavirus and stuff like that. First thing I'll say is that the coronavirus isn't the number one reason the market has been plummeting. The market has dropped. The drop has been pretty historic. I got to see how it compares to the drops, all throughout history. But it's almost down 2,000 points for the last 2 days, which is pretty massive. 800 and some odd points so far today, over 1,000 yesterday, and it could keep dropping. This could be a very serious drop because the problem is not just the surprise. It's the uncertainty about the surprise. So it's almost like, if somebody shows up at your house to come try to kill you, that's a bad thing. But if you don't know how many killers there are, or how many people they're going to kill, then that's sort of uncertainty on top of uncertainty. So you're surprised, but also you have uncertainty that underlies the surprise. So the coronavirus is this thing that's coming to take some people out. But the worst part is they don't know how bad it's going to be. They don't know if the Olympics are going to get canceled. They don't know how it's going to affect commerce. They don't know how long it's going to last, how it's going to impact the global economy long term. They don't know how much the Chinese government has been lying to them. So the coronavirus is a little bit of a booger in terms of predicting what's going to happen in the market. Now, here's the other thing. Most of the experts feel that the coronavirus is not the primary driving factor in the decline of the stock market. It just is sort of a coincidental factor. The bigger factor that they are paying attention to is the fact that Bernie Sanders did so really well in the Nevada primaries. Bernie Sanders did better than they expected him to do. He won by a bigger margin than they thought. And in case you haven't looked at Bernie Sanders' platform, the guy's pretty much a socialist. He's a pretty radical socialist. So a lot of his plans and ideas involve heavy taxation on corporations, things that will slow growth, probably increase unemployment, to be honest with you. Knocking out student loans is a good thing, right? So maybe it's the good outweighs the bad, I don't know. But Bernie Sanders isn't really so good for business. So the fact that he might get the nomination made the markets a little bit nervous. The other points here are that with China going down, there's a contagion effect where when China gets hit hard, the rest of the world tends to get hit hard. So right now they're talking about China, they're talking about Italy. The CDC basically said, the United States is going to probably get an outbreak of the coronavirus. They may shut down some schools, shut down some businesses. People may have to work from home. So you're dealing with a real serious situation where you're dealing with the biggest, worst factor that can affect stock prices, which is fear. Fear is something that sometimes is real, sometimes it's not. Sometimes you fear the known, sometimes you fear the unknown, and then sometimes you fear the unknown unknowns. So right now, fear is what's pushing down prices. Could it continue? Could it sustain? I think it could. At the start of the year, here's the thing. At the start of this year, the market had been doing so well that a lot of experts, people that do what I do, we expected there to be a major correction. We were just waiting for the other shoe to drop because the getting has been so good for so long. So a lot of the money that you're losing now, if you've been invested for more than 2, 3, 4, 5 years, a lot of the money you're losing now is money that you never would have had if the market hadn't have taken off the way that it did. So it's money you really shouldn't have had in the first place in the eyes of some people. So if you want to know what I'm doing right now, I'm a long-term investor. I invest not for the next 10 days, I invest for the next 10 years. And so I'm actually taking some of my cash and going deeper into the market. I'm buying some of these, buying some options, I'm buying more stocks, some of the the stocks that they cost less than what they cost before. But I'm not doing that because I know for sure that this virus thing's going to wipe itself out. It's because I think long term the fundamentals will replace themselves and things will go back to normal. But the big uncertain factor right now is how long this virus is going to last. If this virus is an issue for, say, a year or 2 or 3 and gets worse and worse and worse, you could be in for a prolonged decline. This is not a temporary blip. This is something that could fundamentally impact the global economy long term and push us into a recession. So who knew it would be a virus? It is what it is. All right, guys. So we're about to go get our engagement photos today. I'll post a few so you guys can take a look and make fun of me. I know people love to make fun of me getting married, and those of you who congratulate us, I thank you for that. And we love you guys. And don't forget, if you want to learn more about stock market investing, feel free to go to do a 30-day trial of my stock market class. It's theblackstockmarketprogram.com. THE. That's theblackstockmarketprogram.com. And also, please hit the thumbs up button, share, subscribe button. And this week I'll be in Oakland. So if you live in Oakland, go to drboyceseminars.com and you can find out about the event I'm doing in Oakland. It'll be this Saturday. So I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Peace.